Hi, air signs. These are your messages from now until the end of December. There's a reason. The reason I'm doing just a 15-day reading is because in the next year, in January, I plan to do each individual signs. So I'll just finish off your December reading as well. This is for the cluster of air signs. So we'll get started right away. These are general and collective. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And again, this is for all air signs, so that would be is cluster, so that would be Aquarius, Gemini as well as Libra. So we'll just see two oracle messages for you guys from now until December end, and then we'll get started with the tarot as well. Should I take? No, there's so many. I'll shuffle again. I think this deck is upset with me. I haven't used it in a while. They're being rather stubborn. Okay. Sorry. Let's see what's your one main message. Milk, air signs, nourishment. Take care of yourselves. Take care of what you're eating. Take care of what you're drinking. Take care of your health. Take care of your habits. Okay. You might also experience some kind of nostalgia or some kind of reflection, especially regards to home dynamics, especially regards to your parents. So for air signs, I don't know, maybe you don't live with your parents, or if your parents have passed on, you might experience some some reminiscing or some nostalgia about time spent with your parents. Nonetheless, even if you do have your parents living with you, or even if you're not living with them and they're very much here and physical, you might experience till the end of December a very gentle, soft feeling towards your parents. Generally reminiscing about maybe even your childhood, maybe even your your how you grew up, your home dynamic, how it all was. Okay, but at the same time, you also being advised to nourish yourself, air signs. Okay, so take care of what you're putting into your system, not just in terms of food, liquids, but also in terms of what you're watching, what you're thinking, what you're, how you're behaving, the kind of people you're interacting with. So nourish yourself. Make sure that that's at the forefront of what you're doing. Okay. Get one message from the Work Your Light Oracle cards. First time I'm using it. Two just flew out, air signs. Did you all see that? First time I'm using this deck is gifted to me by my very, very dear friend. Okay. Alright, so your two messages are Sisterhood of the Rose, first message, this one, and then Boundaries, next message. Okay, so I'll quickly read what both these cards mean in this deck. So sisterhood is basically about experiencing beauty and devotion. You're also air signs. I feel like a lot of you have been on the path of trying to sort of increase your intuition ability or get in tune with your intuitive ability, and I think that you're going to be seeing that happening in the month of in the rest of December. All right, because it does say priestess and mystic over here. Okay, so the Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You're being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You're being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. Beautiful. So I feel like air signs, you will need to listen not with your ears but with your soul and your heart. Okay, listen to what the universe is telling you, listen to what nature is telling you. And I also feel like it sits very well with this message, because as we are growing up in childhood, in when we are children, we are much more perceptive to things that are happening around us, things that are happening in nature. We're much more connected to nature because we don't have so many conditions and we don't have so many layers upon layers upon layers. And I think you're going to be reminiscing that. Maybe you might even miss that, how connected you were to certain things. And parents essentially become your first point of contact or first point of connection with anything in the world. All right, so in a sense, if your relationship with your parents is not that great, your connection with any other person will have reflections of that. Okay, so I think that in this month you're going to be experiencing that, and you're going to have a lot of guidance and help from Mother Earth. Only thing is you have to be receptive enough to listen to it. Okay, and then your next card was boundaries. So I feel like, because you're, again, all three messages are sitting so beautifully for you guys, air signs. Milk, nourishment, and like I just said earlier, it's not just about it's not just about what you're feeding into your system in terms of foods or liquids. It's also in terms of your thoughts. It's also in terms of your emotions. It's also in terms of who you're spending your time with, where you're giving your energy to. Okay, so nourishment comes when you're able to say no to things that are not good for you. And your next message is boundaries. You're being advised to put up boundaries, not just for the sake of putting up boundaries, but boundaries where they are required, where you know that if you don't put up those boundaries, that environment or that situation or that person or that thought or that emotion is not going to be nourishing for you in the long run. Okay, don't worry, you're going to be guided as well. So if you struggle with, you don't know where to put a boundary, or you don't know where to say no to, or who to say no to, or what to say no to, listen to Mother Earth, because she's going to be guiding you. Okay, also I feel like you got the Mother Earth as a teacher, as a mystic, as somebody who is going to be guiding you through the month of December. I feel like this is also very, very and you've got milk, which has an aspect of parents in it. So I feel like your relationship with your mother, also air signs, will be extremely important towards the end of December as well. Okay, nice. Let's see what the tarot has to say. First I'm doing your present energy, which is going to prevail from now until end of December. Okay, Two of Swords, peace. Present energy, the energy that's going to prevail for you guys, air signs. You're opening with your element. Swords is air element. So Two of Swords, I feel like you're finally going to be taking your blinders off to or you're already in the process of taking your blinders off to maybe certain things that don't work for you, things that don't nourish you, places where you have not really been truly authentically connected to things of importance or people of importance, things where you need to put your boundaries, where you haven't put your boundaries up, or where you've put boundaries up unnecessarily. You're opening your eyes to all of that, and that is going to bring you a lot of peace. Okay, also this card actually does also represent, because you see the figure in the card always in any tarot deck, if you see, the figure in the card will always have its back towards the water. Water represents emotions. So I feel like you're also going to be taking your blinders off in terms of where you have been blinded to emotions. Okay, yours especially. So where have you neglected emotions? You're going to be taking blinders off to that as well. Let me do a clarifier. Princess of Wands, or in traditional tarot this is the Page of Wands. Okay, so you're going to be getting a new perspective. You're going to be gaining, and like I said, you'll be taking your blinders off to certain things, and you're going to be getting a new perspective, a fresher perspective, a more childlike perspective to things in your life. Okay, some of you also could be dealing with a fire sign younger person. Okay, You might also realize situations or places where you have been maybe immature, or you have been impulsive, or you have been only about fun. Okay, so the one side to look at it is that you're going to get a fresh perspective, you're going to get a more childlike perspective, and you're going to experience, or rather re-experience, wonder in your life again. Okay, that's the one side of looking at it. The other way of looking at it is that you're going to be taking your blinders off, and you're going to be realizing where in your life you may have been immature, where in your life you may have been childish, or impulsive, or only just having fun all the time, like making a fun and making a joke out of everything. You're going to be opening your eyes to that. All right, nothing great opening cards, nothing heavy. It's going to be a light, I think, rest of December for you guys. At least the energy is going to be light. Just some things that you're finally opening your eyes to. So good air signs. Let's see what's going to be in your headspace. The Sun. This card for Leo. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. In your headspace, you want happiness, you want joy. You're also wanting illumination. Okay, it's coming. Your blinders are going to get lifted. You're going to get illuminated. All right. Maybe also spending time in the sun. Getting some vitamin D might be good nourishment for you, for your body, for your soul. Okay, connect with earth as well. So in your head, you're wanting more happiness. You're wanting more. Just more lightness and more freshness and more warmth in your life as well. Okay, so in your headspace, that is there. We do clarify for that. Also, you could be realizing that happiness is actually just a state of mind. It really depends on how you are perceiving your life. Okay, so that perspective is also going to change. All right, clarify for under the sun. You have the Hermit card. Hermit is a card for Virgo. I don't know why air and fire and earth signs are coming out for you guys, but okay. So you could either be dealing with a Leo or with a Virgo. Nonetheless, you are reflecting, in your headspace, you really are reflecting what it is that makes you happy in your life. And like I said at the beginning, you're essentially taking your blinders off to your neglect of your emotional life, the neglect of your of the emotional side of your life. Okay, the things that actually do nourish you. Okay, whether they are connections with people or they're connections with Earth, Mother Earth, the universe, your own mother maybe. Okay, you got 2 cards for parents now. Where you've not been putting boundaries and saying yes to things when you actually want to say no, and saying no to things when you actually want to say yes. So also understanding all of that, and I think there's going to be a fair amount of reflecting that you're going to be doing in terms of what happiness really means to you. Okay, you're going to come out wiser towards the end of December. Nice. Let's see what's in your heart space. Prince of Swords, Knight of Swords. So this is your card. So this is your energy. You want to go charging in towards whatever it is that you're wanting. I don't know whether it's a happiness or this, like a really great home environment, like a really great family life. This is what you're wanting. You want to go charging in and really make an offer, or yeah, just you're not being able to contain in your heart, at least you're not being able to contain your excitement in terms of maybe you want to make some offer to somebody, or you've lined up things in your life that are going to bring you happiness, and you're really waiting to go ahead and charge ahead with those things or move towards those things. So there's a certain amount of impatience also in your heart. Be careful, don't take measured steps, don't go hurrying in. Prince of Swords or the Knight of Swords, although is a counterpart to Knight of Wands, so he does, although he's a sword element, he does have a lot of fire energy in him. Okay, he's very fiery, very like a go-getter kind of a person. Okay, but may not necessarily be very stable, so can run out of steam really quickly. Okay, so in your heart, although you want to really go charging in and do and achieve and accomplish whatever it is that that makes you happy, or you feel like makes you happy, hold on. Okay, let me do a clarifier for the Prince of Swords. Okay, Nine of Swords under your Prince of Swords. So you could be experiencing some amount of anxiety as well. Okay, I think somewhere signs that if you go charging in, if you go rushing in without thinking things through, or impulsively doing things which are not really stable, you do in and out, you know that that's going to cause you anxiety, or you've done it in the past and it has caused you anxiety. Okay, either ways, this is in your heart space. So as much as you may want to go ahead and charge towards things and get things accomplished, or make offers to people, or whatever it is, or make offers to somebody who makes you happy, or whatever it may be, I don't know, you have to take it as it applies to you. Remember that if it's not well thought out, it's going to give you anxiety, sleepless nights, nightmares as well. Okay, on the other hand, the other way to look at it is that you are intellectualizing too much of your emotions, air signs. Okay, to have swords in your heart space means that you are actually over intellectualizing or overthinking aspects of the heart, which is the way you feel, your emotions, your connections with people, or your connections with yourself, or what makes you sad, or what makes you happy, or what makes you feel loved, or what makes you feel enraged. You're over intellectualizing those things. Stop that, because that's going to give you anxiety. Okay, also your opening card was Two of Swords. What did I say? This is about primarily taking your blinders off to where you have neglected emotions, or the emotional side of your life. Okay, so don't over intellectualize stuff, air signs. Nothing heavy though. No, you don't have a heavy rest of the month, which is nice. Okay, I'm gonna look at one probable outcome for you guys. Five of Wands. I'm sorry, air signs, you might experience some kind of competition. Maybe there's a competition, or you may feel that there is somebody who is competing against you for the same thing. Or it could be that you just feel like people are not on the same page as you. Okay, let me do a clarifier for this. Okay, Three of Pentacles as a clarifier under your Five of Wands. So I feel like if there is, towards the end of the month, if you find that people in your close environment are not on the same page as you, or you feel like there's a sense of competition in terms of maybe you feel like you're competing for something, or you are, or there are other people competing along with you for the same thing. Okay, you might experience some of that, or you might also experience towards the end of the month, generally close people not being on the same page as you, not being aligned to the same things as you. Through that, you're going to be learning some things as well, as signs. You're going to be learning some, either the motive for the competition, or what is the motive behind that, or your understanding of that aspect or that situation or that environment is going to get deeper. I'm going to do one more outcome card for you guys. Any other outcome for air signs for till December end. Okay, 9 of Wands. So you're going to find, sorry, your air signs, it looks like you're going to end December in nothing very heavy, but it may not be exactly how you want it to be. Okay, so you might still feel guarded towards the end of December. You might still feel like you have to prove yourself to somebody. Okay, we got the 5 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. So you might feel like there is competition for something that you want and somebody else also wants. Okay, and you might feel like you have to prove yourself for that. Okay, or which might make you put your guards up again. But you know, you'll if you endure, you'll find that you do have the strength to move forward. And with the 3 of Pentacles, take supportive community, take support of like-minded people. Okay, this is also a card for community. So take support and take help of like-minded people or people in your community to pull you through this, whatever this may be. Whether it's a work project, maybe you're pitching for a work project and you know somebody else is also pitching for it, or you know, however you take it as it applies to you. All right, so although it's not a heavy next few days for you guys, air signs, there just might be a few things that you might be working with, primarily about, you know, just how you view competing, how you view interactions with people who are not on the same page as you. And also, as much as you want to charge in and go in all energy, full steams ahead, know that if it's not well thought of, it will give you anxiety at the end of the day. So you're better off reining yourself in and taking measured steps. Okay, at the same time, I feel like you guys are also going to be reflecting on what really makes you happy, what happiness is for you, and where you have neglected your emotional side of your life. Okay, through all of this, don't worry, you'll have nourishment, you'll have support of your parents as well. Along with that, Mother Nature is guiding you and helping you. You tune in, okay, and you listen to her and learn where you have to put your boundaries up, especially if there's a competition around. Is this worth competing for? Whatever it is, if you are in competition with anybody about something, is this worth competing for? Ask yourself that question. Put boundaries where they need to be put up. Okay, let's get one message for Aquarius. I'll do one, as always, from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck and Monology deck for each zodiac sign. Time for a nap. Aquarius, are you overworking yourself? Are you exhausting yourself and burning the candle at both ends? You need to take some time to relax. You need to take some time to unwind. You need to take some time to rest and rejuvenate. Okay, you need to go into a state of non-action. Don't be this Knight of Swords, wanting to rush in, wanting to charge in all the time. Take some time to rest. It'll help you reflect better. Okay, Aquarius, let's get one moon message for you guys. A fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. Both the messages are so contradictory to each other. So, although you need to take some time out to relax and rest, Aquarius, maybe in that restful state, you will reach the culmination of whatever it is that you need to reach. Okay, nonetheless, there seems to be something that's approaching you, which will finally give you the culmination, if there is one that you're looking for, okay, or climax to any situation or problem or project or anything, okay, which maybe has been going on for a while and which may have caused you a lot of mental space as well. That is coming to an end. Okay, let's get one for Gemini. Gemini, the message is yin. Take care of your feminine energy, Mother Earth, parents, your mother. What did I say? For some of you, this is going to be an important month for your relationship with your mother, okay? You could be a mother. This could also be a relationship about you with yourself, okay, as a mother. So your message, Gemini, is yin. Focus on your feminine energy, focus on receptivity, stay in a space of receptivity, and know that a lot of action happens behind the scenes when you stay in a state of receptive energy, okay? And your moon message is, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. So figure out, like I said earlier, what is this that you're competing for? If there is a competition that is making you anxious, what is it that you're competing for? Is it worth it? Or are you just doing it for the sake of ego? Okay, so figure that out for yourself, Gemini. Let's look at one message for Libra. Libra, 2 messages fell out for you guys. I'll read both. So beautiful. There's going to be a message in a bottle coming in for you, Libra, and mending. You're going to be mending maybe a relationship. I don't know. Maybe a message comes in that helps you to finally put any misunderstandings at ease, or helps you to mend a broken relationship or a broken connection. Okay, could be with your parents as well, Libra. Let's get one moon message for you guys. Okay, beautiful. End of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Libra, I feel like this could be related to a relationship for you guys. So if there has been something that was causing you some anxiety or some sleepless nights or nightmares or whatever, something that caused you to reflect on what really happiness is for you and made you realize where you need to put up maybe more boundaries, that cycle is coming, that tough cycle is coming to an end. At the same time, you're going to be mending a relationship, hopefully, which will start with, or mending something, some situation or some connection, and setting it right again. Okay, and that might start with a message coming in to your way. All right, great. So air signs, nothing heavy. I think you've got some 3 beautiful opening cards the oracle cards. Like I said earlier, listen with the ears of your soul, ears of your heart, okay, and tune into what the energies around you are trying to communicate with you. Alright, so I hope you have a great rest of December, have a very, very happy Christmas, and have a happy new year, and I will see you guys next year.